Bitcoin is currently holding above 72K and is eyeing a move possibly to 76K. Let's find out how. Welcome back to flexcandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Right now it's about 4:25 p.m. Eastern time and the price of Bitcoin is currently at 72,337. I'm gonna start off here with the 2-week chart, and this candle closes in the next 3 days and 4 hours, and as we can see, we're starting to get almost a green engulfing candle here. So this is looking pretty bullish. I'm liking how the stochastics RSI have double bottom, and it looks like we could be trajecting up here. The RSI is also starting to point up, and it looks like we're above the 80 moving average at the moment. If we could hold this and continue to have a green candle for the next 2 weeks, we could start going towards this 50 moving average, which is at $88,108. Now on the weekly chart, we see that the stochastics is also pointing up here. We're getting another green candle. This could be the second week in a row that we have 2 green candles, and it looks like we want to head towards this 21 moving average, which is currently basically at 79K. Now on the 5-day chart, something that I'm liking is that this is looking to me like a double bottom, and it looks like we could easily pierce through this 221 moving average, and that 21 moving average is currently at 76K. Now the measured move to this will bring us possibly higher of 76K, possibly towards 80K. There's going to be resistance there, so let's see if we could break it. We still have a lot more to go on the stochastics RSI if they don't roll over. On the 3-day chart, we see that this candle closes in the next 3 hours and 30 minutes, and we just got above the 21 moving average. This is bullish. You can see the double bottom in play here again, and we can see that we still have room in the stochastics RSI to continue going up, and we're right now at resistance on the RSI at the 50. We could burst through there. Again, we can make it towards this 50 moving average. That's at 80K. The 2-day chart, we see that we have one candle that closed above the 21 moving average. This next candle closes in a day and 4 hours. If we could stay above this, the 50 moving average is at 75,621. I do expect some resistance there. That's going to be the neckline of the double bottom pattern, and then from there we could go towards the 80 moving average again at above 80K at 81,628. On the daily chart here, the stochastics are starting to get a little toppy, but we could definitely drag here for a little bit. The RSI is pointing up, and as we can see, we got above the 21 moving average, above the 50 moving average. We're getting resistance here at the 80 moving average, but we're starting to flag sideways. Yesterday we had a red candle. Today's turning into a green candle. This could be tweezer bottoms, and we could start going up. This little flag out here, this could maybe flag out another 2 days or so, and then this could give us a move towards this 100 moving average at 76K or possibly higher. Take a look at the 12-hour chart. As you can see, we're very close to this 200 moving average. That's also at 76,043. Again, I expect us to touch this 200 moving average since we're close to it, and then possibly have some resistance, maybe come back down, see if we could retest the 21 moving average, maybe from there then continue going above the 200 moving average if we're bullish. Now on the 8-hour chart, we could see the stochastics are toppy, but we're still pointing up. We're flagging out sideways here, and we're about to get the cross of the 21 moving average above the 200 moving average, which is bullish. As long as we don't lose the 221 moving average, we could continue making that move up. Everything's indicating that we could make a move up to 76K. Now on the 4-hour chart, we see that the stochastics here, they dropped down, they came back up. We were rolling over, and now we're moving back up here. The RSI is starting to get toppy. We were waiting for the 21 moving average to interact with price range. Yesterday I was telling you guys I'm going to flag this out, and I restructured the flag. It was more of like a falling wedge kind of here, and this measured move takes us to 75,600, I will call it. We touched the price range with the 21 moving average. We already broke out of this flag, and it looks like we're heading there. So again, I'm thinking we're going to 76K, and there we should have some resistance and probably reject from there, maybe go sideways. We'll see what happens after that, but that's going to be a major resistance point, also at 74K as well. On the 1-hour chart, we see that the stochastics are toppy. We're starting to roll over. Hopefully we could drag here for a while, maybe like how we did over here or over here in this section. And as you can see, we were able to get above the 200 moving average. We're very far away from it. We're above the 21 moving average, and we're starting to flag sideways here. Again, as long as we can stay above this 21 moving average, which is at 71,372, things are going to be bullish. Now, we did drop down today, and we got up today as well, but we never dropped below 70K. So that's another bullish indicator for the short term. And on the 15-minute chart, we see that the stochastics are low. We're on the way up. The RSI is above 50. It's pointing up as well. And look how beautifully we've been able to stay above this 21 moving average. We got rejected, and we bounced right off of it as well. So again, everything's indicating right now that we do have the potential to go to 76K. At 76K, I would expect some type of of rejection, and then we'll see what happens from there. But if we could get above 76K, I do expect us to hit 80K, another resistance point, and we could get above 80K, then we're open to hit 85K, 87K, maybe even 90. We'll talk about that. Let's get through 76K first, and let's see what happens. All right, guys, so that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe, and if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is Flex Candle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.